Hey guys, I'm back here with another reaction video. I know I'm posting multiple today. Had some free time on my hands. So today we're going to be reacting this time round to Where Were You When the World Stopped Turning by Alan Jackson. Now I have heard obviously this song is about 9/11, the attacks on the World Trade Center. So it's going to be an emotional one, probably a very deep one. So without further ado, let's get to it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down in the description. It'll be great for me to know exactly what it is that you want me to react to, because at the end of the day, I'm taking a journey through country music and or new artists, really. Absolutely anything, let me know, because I'm enjoying every single minute of it, and hopefully so are you. So let me know. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you know when my new videos come out and about. And let's get to the video. I'm very excited for this one. Hopefully it's not too emotional for me.
Where were you when the world stopped turning on that September day? Were you in the yard with your wife and children, or working on some stage in LA? Did you stand there in shock at the sight of that black smoke rising against that blue sky? Did you shout out in anger and fear for your neighbor, or did you just sit down and cry? Did you weep for the children who lost their dear loved ones? Pray for the ones who don't know. Did you rejoice for the people who walked from the rubble and sob for the ones left below? Did you burst out with pride for the red, white, and blue, and the heroes who died just doing what they do? Did you look up to heaven for some kind of answer, and look at yourself and what really matters? I'm just a singer of simple songs. I'm not a real political man. I watch CNN, but I'm not sure I can tell you the difference in Iraq and Iran. But I know Jesus and I talk to God, and I remember this from when I was young. Faith, hope, and love are some good things He gave us, and the greatest is love. Where were you when the world stopped turning on that September day? Teaching a class full of innocent children, or driving down some cold interstate? Did you feel guilty cause you're a survivor? In a crowded room, did you feel alone? Did you call up your mother and tell her you loved her? Did you dust off that Bible at home? Did you open your eyes and hope it never happened? Close your eyes and not go to sleep? Did you notice the sunset the first time in ages, and speak to some stranger on the street? Did you lay down at night, think of tomorrow, go out and buy you a gun? Did you turn off that violent old movie you're watching and turn on I Love Lucy reruns? Did you go to a church and hold hands with some strangers, stand in line and give your own blood? Did you just stay home and cling tight to your family? Thank God you had somebody to love. I'm just a singer of simple songs. I'm not a real political man. I watch CNN, but I'm not sure I can tell you the difference in Iraq and Iran. But I know Jesus and I talk to God, and I remember this from when I was young. Faith, hope, and love are some good things He gave us, and the greatest is love. I'm just a singer of simple songs. I'm not a real political man. I watch CNN, but I'm not sure I can tell you the difference in Iraq and Iran. But I know Jesus and I talk to God, and I remember this from when I was young. Faith, hope, and love are some good things He gave us, and the greatest is love. And the greatest is love. And the greatest is love. Where were you when the world stopped turning on that September day?
Wow. That is a song that you can just close your eyes and just listen to and reflect, you know. I think you might have seen me close my eyes and just listen to it, because it was a very beautiful song. In fact, there are so many things in that song that it's so hard to unpack in, you know, a few minutes. But if you look at what he was saying, like, he's basically asking you, like, what, not just what were you doing, where were you, what was your reaction to those horrific events? Did you go to church or cling tight to your family? And again, it shows those values that we love and we must cherish. Family values, love, compassion, a sense of duty to ourselves and the people around us, our neighbours. And I think nothing brought Americans or even the Western world more together than that horrific and tragic event, September 11th, 2001. And it's a sad thing that it took so much death, horror and destruction and just killing for us to realise that as a nation, as nations, as people who live amongst each other, that we must be kind and love each other. And I think, unfortunately, a lot of that has now started to fade away. When you have, you know, I'm not going to make this political. This is not about right, left, colour, race, sexual orientation. It's nothing to do with that. It's just about, when did we move away from that mentality and start fighting each other in the streets and calling each other names that doesn't need to be said, and we started killing each other? For what purpose? We're all one, right? We were all attacked on September 11th, 2001. All of us. Regardless of our ethnicity, of our financial background, of our criminal background, it doesn't matter. We were all in the same boat. Of course, there are those who fared worse than you know, everyone else, and my heart goes out and my prayers go out still to those people who lost their lives, limbs, and those family members who must live every single day with the pain of losing a loved one in such a horrific event. And my heart also goes out to those heroes who brought that plane down in Pennsylvania, and that sacrifice again is something that transcends politics and separationism. You know, we all are one person, one group, one society, and that song really brings that out. We are American, we are European, we all fight for the same cause, and that is a beautiful thing, and we have done for, you know, nearly a century now. No, more than a century. Starting from the First World War, starting even before that, realistically, when we became allies across the Atlantic. You know, especially when, yeah. But we really need to go back to those values of caring for one another, and looking after one another, and being one. So that song, I think, is absolutely indicative of where we should be, and it was a very beautiful song. Alan Jackson has a very, very lovely voice, and I loved when he said, "I'm not a real political man. I couldn't tell the difference between Iraq and Iran." And I think that speaks for a lot of us, you know. I mean, I've educated myself from the politics of the situation and Iraq and Iran and stuff like that, but it's not necessary necessarily. It's not really necessary. It's who cares? All we have to do is care for one another. We don't have to be geniuses or political experts to have compassion and love for one another and protect each other with our lives. So again, my heart goes out to all those people, and guys, this was an emotional song, so I'm not going to end it on too happy a note, but I will ask that if you enjoyed this reaction video, give a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe, and obviously let me know if there's anything else that you want me to react to and stuff like this. Obviously I reacted to Daryl Worley's Have You Forgotten. It was a similar sort of premise, obviously more upbeat, more angry, which is of course perfectly understandable and fine, and I agree with all of his sentiments, and I also agree with all of Alan Jackson's sentiments in this song. So if there's anything similar to that you want me to react to, leave it down in the comments and I will do so. I will add it to my list, and I promise you I will get there. I'm trying to do as many as I can, because otherwise I'll be here forever, which is fine. I honestly, I've enjoyed doing this, and I have you guys to thank for the growth of this channel. It's been a rapid growth over the last month, and I was taken aback and surprised by it, and it's given me plenty of motivation to entertain you guys as much as I possibly can, and bring you along my musical journey, let's say, or my journey into the United States, because I will be moving there very shortly. I've got my bags nearly packed, so I'm very excited for that. So guys, thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully I'll have even better videos for you coming up.